unlike a car steering, does this self-steer back to the right?
No.
No, so you have
Sometimes
to constantly...
it does,
yeah, so
a little bit to an extent, but not too much.
Alright, so you have to constantly adjust it.
Yes.
Like a boat.
Yeah. So you can let go of the brakes. If you speed up, you can use the brakes. If you look out through the side, you'll know how fast you're going. You shouldn't be taxiing more than a brisk walking pace.
Okay.
And try and get back on the yellow line. Alright.
I keep thinking stay to the left.
Yeah. Keep going right.
Yeah.
Onto the line.
Yeah.
Oh, more. Keep going.
Yeah.
The line should be underneath you. Don't worry about the middle of the aircraft.
Okay. Alright.
Keep it underneath you.
Fantastic.
Because your hand is pretty much in the middle. It's about 10 centimeters. The line itself is 10 centimeters thick. Alright, at this point here, I want you to turn left.
Yep.
At that junction there, keep following the yellow line.
Bit of wind. Clear right.
Yeah.
Clear left. Alright, let's get onto the right side of this line.
You see all those green lights in the middle?
Yep.
Yeah, those are the taxiway lights. So during night circuits or when there's not enough visibility, they'll turn it on. So if you feel the bump on it,
yep.
yes, you're going right over it. There you go.
Yeah, you like that one. Is the wind blowing me off course?
Probably, yes.
Yeah, or is it just my... Sure the people in the tower are having quite a laugh, going, hey, look at that guy! Snaking his way down to the runway.
Down with touch and go. Foxtrot whiskey.
They're usually just sitting there drinking coffee.
Touch and go, Papa X-ray whiskey.
Good thing they're not drinking beer.
They're not supposed to. Now this area here is called the run-up bay.
Yeah.
What I want you to do is keep going ahead.
Yeah.
I'll just have a look at the thing. Yeah. Slowly towards the end.
Yeah.
And then chuck a 180-degree turn.
Here?
Yeah, into that area.
Into this area, right? To our left.
So slow down a bit.
Yeah.
More, slow down. Yeah, don't turn in yet.
Yeah.
Going straight.
Yeah.
Take in full left rudder.
Right now?
Yeah, full left. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going to the left. And stop. Full stop. You can get the parking brake by clicking this piece of metal up.
Yeah.
Pull hard on the brakes.
Yeah.
There you go. That will click in.
Yeah. Click down?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright.
It's got grooves in there, so it's just pretty much click. So that's without the parking brake.
Yeah, and that's
when you pull it, it goes in there.
Essentially, it's the same brake, but it just locks the lever in place.
Exactly.
Alright.
Okay, now this area here is the run-up bay, so we check out all the systems before we go out flying. Better to find any faults in here.
Then up there.
Up there, exactly. So if I can get you to bring that black book out. I keep turning the pages.
Alright, pre-flight checklist.
Right there. We'll start up with the engine run-ups and then the pre-takeoffs.
Okay. So park brake on, throttle 1500.
Now that's the throttle. You got the RPM there.
Yep.
Okay, now slowly, it's very sensitive towards the beginning of it, and not so much towards the later part. Now slowly increase it up to 1800. Pull, push.
Push. 1800?
Yep. Oh, very close enough. That's it. Fine. Okay, that's okay.
Yep.
The next step.
Ignition switches check.
Now, these are the two ignition switches.
Yep.
Now we flick one of them off and see if the other one holds. Okay, and there will be a small drop in the RPM to get pretty much.
Okay, flip it back up.
There you go. Yeah, put it back up. Try the next one. Yeah. There's the drop.
Yep.
Back up. Carburetor 8 check.
Yep.
This lever here, pull it out until it stops.
And what do
it'll
I...
slowly drop the RPM again.
Okay.
And put it back in. And the last one is the idle check, which is pulling the throttle all the way out.
So...
Okay, all the way out. Good. Just leave it, it should idle around 1000 RPM.
Alright.
So the engine run-up's good. And look, all of them are in green as we go.
Yep.
We'll start with
What's
the
the top one? It's a 2.5.
2.5 is the pressure,
Yep.
the oil pressure.
Bit on the low side?
It's still in the green.
Yeah.
Once you have enough power, it will come up.
Alright. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so we move to
The pre-takeoff.
pre-takeoff instruments.
Yeah. Instruments, we check that the compass and the heading on there are the same.
Yep.
So that's roughly about 47, 48, 52, close enough.
Yep.
Altitude 250 feet above sea level.
Sea level, yep.
That's good.
And that will be on the,
same thing. It should read about close to the same ones. About 60 feet difference.
Alright. And master switch is on.
The ignition switch is the line there.
Both on.
Yep, they're both on.
Yep. Master switch is on.
Which is the key.
Yep. Fuel pump on.
So, but the switch here. And we'll wait till we get to the runway to turn that on.
Alright. Flaps.
Now flaps, the back of the wing. So if I press that, see the flaps coming down. Help us a little bit with takeoff.
Yep.
If you use full for the landing.
Alright.
And the indicator is up here.
Alright.
So what you do is
Okay. Flaps up.
you can bring it down to takeoff. Yeah, push down. Yeah.
Put on the notch, or is it?
On the notch.
Charlie Zulu Whiskey,
There we go.
inbound 1900 Mayfield for request circuits on
Circuit breaker.
Received Foxtrot. Charlie Zulu
Alright.
Cannon Tower, expect circuits, join left base.
Circuit breakers all here.
Yep.
1800, report.
If any of them are short circuited, they usually pop out.
Pop out. They're all in.
They're all in. If they pop out and if the fuse is blown, you have a spare one which you can use for the time being.
Alright, so we're good. Fuel shut-off valve.
That's here. That?
Yep.
That lever pretty much controls the... what happens with the fuel is both tanks comes through the green line here into the center tank here,
Yep.
the sump tank. It then is pumped through the engine-driven fuel pump to the engine.
Alright.
It goes through here. But the fuel valve, if we cut it off like that,
Yep.
it cuts the fuel from this point onwards.
Alright.
Just using the fuel in the line at the moment.
Yep.
So switch it back to on.
Alright. Okay. Fuel quantity.
Check that's 12 and 2. 12 on the right, 2 on the left.
Yep.
Which is not so right. Got about close to 18 here.
Yep.
Now that one, you'll have to go forward to see.
It's running very, very low. Almost empty on one.
Empty?
Almost.
There. Well, that's because we are in a small uphill.
Yeah. Can you see it? Not sure how you read that.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that's about 10.
Yep.
So 10 and 20, it's about 30. So more than enough.
Foxtrot Whiskey,
Alright.
touch and go.
No worries.
Touch and go, Papa.
Alright, controls.
Controls, we check by, don't press the button.
What is the button?
Missiles.
Huh?
Now that's the button for talking to the tower.
Okay.
If you press that, your mic is open talking to the
Alright.
air on
Okay.
that frequency. So we start with the pull forward and left.
Yep.
We'll see that the left aileron goes up,
Yep.
the right one's down. And go all the way back.
Whiskey, 2 miles.
Yep.
See the elevator coming up.
Follow the Cessna short
All the way to the right.
Yep.
This one's up. That aileron's down. All the way forward. Yeah, so you got the extremities all checked out.
Yep.
So there's no obstructions, and we just give it a good wiggle
Yep.
in the middle.
Yep.
So there's no obstructions.
All right.
So they're all free and correct.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Trim.
Now trim, it's something which helps us. On this aircraft, we only have the elevator trim.
Yep.
What that helps us is, let's say when we're climbing, for instance,
Yeah.
you need a constant back pressure.
Yeah.
Not too much, not too less.
Okay.
So you're gonna hear about that. Let's say we keep the nose of the aircraft just on the horizon.
All right.
Okay. If you leave it, see that?
Yep.
It goes forward, nose drops. We're not climbing anymore.
Yep.
Now to keep the climb going at that attitude, so
Yep.
mainly the trim is for that attitude. So what you do is keep holding the control column to get that attitude, get the nose right there.
Yep.
While looking at the nose, you pull back the trim lever here,
Yep.
a little bit back, until you feel no pressure at all.
Ah, okay.
Okay? So if you slowly let go, you'll see the nose dropping.
Yep.
Okay, more back pressure. So hold it back there again,
Yep.
trim it again.
All right.
And if you see, the nose is going up now. Means you use too much of a trim.
Yeah.
Alright, slow push side, push forward, and see it. Okay, it's even if you're not giving it in power or holding it with lots of stress, nose will be there. That way you can just fly with your fingers.
All right.
Show whiskey approved.
Takes the stress away from you.
Yeah. All right.
So the
So-
trim should be
Hatches.
in
Neutral.
neutral. You got the settings here, nose up, trim, nose down.
Okay.
So you push it all the way until you reach up to the neutral trim. That's it. Leave it there.
Okay. I get you. Okay. Hatches closed, unlocked.
Hatches. Yeah, closed on the left. And you got the knob as well, which needs to go up.
Charlie Zulu whiskey. Charlie Zulu whiskey.
Done. Yep. Both sides. Harnesses secure.
Camden ground Alpha, Mike X-ray on generally
Briefing.
parking, request taxi to 06 for
Briefing.
constant departure with Foxtrot.
What happened to them going around?
X-ray Camden Tower, taxi to holding point 06, time is...
Briefing is what I would give you for an emergency kind of scenario.
Time on the hour.
If they have an
Mike
engine
X-ray.
failure during any part of the face, I'll take control.
Yep.
And you have to listen to my instructions.
Yeah.
Pretty much that's it. Alright, so I'll
Very,
get
very reasonable.
glad to hear that. Alright, so let's taxi out to the runway so you can close the book, put it back into the pouch.
All right.
In goes the Joey.
Check the rudders.
It's the steel capped
Yeah.
pedals.
So,
Yeah, there.
is one supposed to be in front of the other?
Well, it is a little bit because you were turning when you
Yeah.
stopped in the mid-turn.
All right.
Alright,
Okay.
so you can get the parking brake